So to give some context for these videos, they have been created during the COVID-19 pandemic, which has prevented us as musicians and creatives and artists from being able to create art as a community together. Now, I'm not sure about you, but as an artist who loves enjoying in community music making and community experience of art, it's been really hard to be able to maintain my practice as an artist while in this season of physical distancing. So something that many of us have been doing is engaging in our art forms, whether it be making music or teaching online. Now, the biggest thing that we need to remember about online, and as you've probably experienced, is that there is a slight delay in the online space, which means that repertoire that we would find in the orchestral pieces or chamber music pieces that lay under the Western classical music or what have you aren't as easy to put together, and in some cases impossible because of that time delay. However, because within an improvisation practice, that time and meter is not a necessity. It actually makes it more accessible to be able to improvise with one another in the online space. So what I've created are two kind of soundscapes, if you will, that can be used in a Zoom setting for participants to have a base for improvisation over top. So if you are studying a music that might be found in the Western classical music tradition, I am using two keys, the key of C major and the key of G major. So that would be concert C and your concert G. And so it starts off with me just playing those open notes. And then as you engage, I would just want to encourage you and the participants to either start a scale in those keys or just playing notes in those keys, maybe even long tones, just to get comfortable hearing your sound and seeing how they blend together. And then as it goes on, the texture thickens, but then there's still space for improvisation melodies over top. Something that I love to do in the online space is called call and response. So as you listen to the soundscape underneath, one person plays a melody that they feel led over top, and then they can either pass it to someone else in the circle, whether it be by saying their name or just ending their solo or their melody over top and then letting someone else fill the space. I find that that's kind of a beautiful way of appreciating the individual voice, but then hearing your voices collectively. Now, the other people who are participating in the improvisation experience who may not be playing the melody at the same time, they can either join the loop pedal texture that's in the video or the audio, depending on what you choose to use for your activity, join that texture with similar notes, or add new notes of their own. So within this activity, there's space for everyone who is in the Zoom call or in the online call to be able to participate. So within these soundscapes, I hope that they'll just be able to give you a new avenue for starting to improvise if it's your first time. And then after you felt comfortable using these soundscapes, I want to encourage you, if you are with a group of people, to start to create your own soundscapes. To see, are there people who want to lay down long tones and then people playing over top? And then the people who are playing solos can switch with the people who have long tones. So this can really serve as just kind of a framework in how music can be made in the online space. So I hope that you find it useful. I hope that you enjoy. It's also something that can be great in your private practice too, because then you have these different voices that you can play and interact with and explore your own creative voice and still have some kind of texture underneath you. So I hope that you enjoy these two, and they are back to back in this video, so feel free to scroll ahead or to go back as you need.